What's up, guys? Andy here. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about something that I find to be pretty comical as a person in long-term recovery. Something that I see on a regular basis or something I deal with on a regular basis. I guess you could say. Hold on, sorry, my Beats pill just going crazy. All right. So, relationships, long-term recovery, short-term recovery. Funny thing about relationships in recovery is they don't fucking work. All right. So for me, my experience, you're probably asking yourself, what light could a guy like myself shed upon relationships in early recovery or recovery in general, given the circumstances? Seemingly haven't had a successful relationship since I've been in recovery. A lot of people don't know this, but I was engaged when I first got in recovery. I got in a relationship with a girl that I cared for a lot, and we were together for a long time. We ended up getting engaged towards the end of our relationship. An attempt. What I look back at now is it was more of an attempt to solve a failing relationship than it was to further happiness between each other. I thought that if we got married, all the problems we had would go away. Now, this was just one of many attempts that I made to try to solve this mess of a relationship that I was in. Now, what I never realized, and the reason I bring this point up is when I first got into recovery, I failed to see the opportunity to take the time necessary to get to know Andy. I didn't take the time necessary to focus on learning how to love myself and how to live with myself in peace and happiness alone. Because until I can do that, really, who can I love? Like, if I can't love myself for who I am and I can't be content and happy with what I have in front of me, how can I ever show that love or affection to another person? Like, that's the part that I see now that I didn't see when I was in early recovery. So I took hostages and I got into relationships I didn't belong in. And I see people on a regular basis now that get involved in relationships, which everyone's different. For me, I wish that I had not. Now, I can't regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. But I wish that I took the time that I'm taking now back then to really get to know Andy and to learn how to be happy with what I have in front of me and be happy with myself. And I'll tell you what, relationships are dangerous. Women and men are both complicated creatures. And when you add recovery from substance abuse to it doesn't make things any simpler. It only complicates them because you have two people that have forever relied upon a chemical to handle life on life's terms, and when you remove that chemical, they're left with, what do you handle life with now? Like, what program or what action do you take to handle life on life's terms? Now, codependency comes into play, and when you are relying on another person to keep you happy or to keep you content or to keep you distracted, they're going to fail. They're always going to fail. They're never going to be able to live up to the standards that we put them to, which only means when they fail, which is inevitable, reality comes crashing down around us, and we think to ourselves, what do we do now? And that's why, for me, it's very important that I learn how to handle life on life's terms and the situations that come at me mentally, spiritually, and physically by myself before I can ever expect to be successful in a relationship with another person. So if you're new in recovery or in long-term recovery and not quite getting there or getting where you want to be, question to yourself, like, have you taken the time to learn how to love you? Have you taken the opportunity to learn how to be happy with you? Have you taken the time to learn how to be content with you? For me, when I first got into this long-term recovery or life of recovery, I hadn't taken the time to do any of that. And the results of that was a long-term relationship that failed epically. Like, it was not pretty. And I haven't had, a successful relationship since. And a lot of that, I think, is because, I tend to live in the past and I hold on to things that I shouldn't. And that's all work that has to be done on Andy. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is until I've done the work on me and I've learned how to clean house, trust in God, and rely upon Him to do better things in my life and to learn how to love Andy for who he is, I'm never going to be happy with another person. So I encourage you, if you're watching this video and you are struggling with your relationship with yourself, another person, a spouse, a girlfriend, a wife, even family, It took me years to be able to communicate openly with my family and tell them how I really feel about things, and to be honest and um, loving and caring towards them, because I hadn't learned how to do that with myself. If I can't be honest with Andy, how can I be honest with another person? If I can't express how I really feel to Andy, how can I do that to another person? So I really encourage you, before you go and get involved in someone else and put you and that person at risk, to take some time to get to know yourself. Take some time to learn to love yourself. If you haven't gone through the 12 steps of recovery, I recommend it to everybody. It's what changed my life for the better. For now, I think that's basically all I have to say on that topic, and I hope it's touched someone. If you can relate to this, or you have an experience, or have any questions, or would like to comment on this video, please do it down there. You can like me on social media at Passion for Motivation at Facebook.com. You can follow my YouTube channel at Passion for Motivation on YouTube, and we also have a page going on, which is hashtag My Passion Wakes Me on Facebook, which is a great place to share and take part in some inspirational content. So it's been real, guys. It was great talking to you, and we'll get this posted here shortly. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.